Hey guys, we are back to do Souji's Unrequited love ending. I don't know which of these two endings is going to be the worst of two evils, but I'm going to find out soon enough. But anyway, we're going to do the Unrequited love ending, which meant that I loaded the last chapter at low romance, and I skipped everything until this choice. And I need to pick, as you can see, I picked I Want You to Do the Right Thing last time. This time I need to pick This Isn't What Kondo Would Want. And then I think the next choice is the same as what I picked the first time around. Yes. So, let's see what happens when we do this. I was certain Okita had gone out into the streets to find the person who'd shot Kondo. I understood how he felt, but if you keep this up, you're going to break Kondo's heart. If Kondo wakes up, what would he feel if he finds out that you've broken the code? His brows silently furrowed. Okita had known Kondo so well. I was sure that he would know exactly what I was talking about. So please, let's just go back, okay? Even if you can find the person who shot Kondo, killing them won't make Kondo better. Maybe. But what else can I do? Huh? It's not like I'm Hijikata, or Gen, or someone who can just speak with the suits up in the shogunate. Nor does it mean I can be like Shinpachi, or Sano, or Heisuke, and have the relationship they do with Kondo. That's why I became a Fury. I thought it'd make me a better weapon, but now I'm just useless again. Oh. He was furious now. I didn't dare speak to him. But as I watched, I realized the anger was a mask. Beneath it was an anxious, frightened child who feared he'd lost his way. Something I'd said had touched a place in Okita that he didn't want anyone else to see. I'd hurt his feelings. Just as the silence began to stretch to uncomfortable levels, I heard a voice. Okay, is that back to normal? I think it might be. Alright, so we struck a nerve with him that time. How very interesting. I wish the skip thing would go a little faster, but this is as fast as it will go. Not that I'm anxious to get towards whatever this terrible ending is going to be, but, you know. Here we go. Ah, it didn't say which one of these I had picked last time. I guess because I picked a different choice leading up to this. So, yes, I am worried about you, Okita. Okay. I didn't get any moon thing, unless that just got skipped over. Hello, brother of mine. Does he just let me get shot? That would be amazing. So, we will see what happens. We picked all our choices. Ah, he didn't stand in front of us. He just yelled at us just because we're stupid. What the hell are you doing sitting there? Get the hell out of the way! Okay, turn that off. Whoa. Okita pushed me and I fell to the floor. Right after. Ugh! Okita! This is nothing. Furies heal up pretty quick. Okita winced as he finished the sentence, trying to feign toughness, but... Huh? The wounds covering his body didn't seal up as immediately as I had so desperately hoped. Are you gonna explain now what's in these things?
Seems like your assumptions are a little off, eh? Okita, did you forget who was responsible for you drinking the water of life? Isn't it obvious that I'd come up with a backup plan?
Kaoru was barking proudly, turning around to face his men who held their guns at the ready.
I think Okita here wants to die in front of my adorable little sister. Who are we to deny him his last wish?
You wouldn't. How dare you? With Kaoru's word, the men pointed their guns towards Okita, but... Whoa, what was that? I won't let you! Okita kicked the floor, propelling him forward. In what seemed like the blink of an eye, he was slashing the soldiers with savage cruelty. Others who were not yet killed were cowering at his display, but they readied their guns, pointed it to Okita, and they all shot at once. A small scatter of bullets hit Okita, but he didn't flinch at all, and he turned to face them, wearing the eyes of a hunter, and he slayed them all. Holy. You're unstoppable. An eerie silence followed afterwards. Seems like you're the only one left now. You ready? Okita was drenched with a mixture of his blood and the blood of those freshly killed. But he's very clean. Despite being covered in a morbid amount of gore, he stood up straight, fierce as a hawk. It was hard to believe he wasn't a god. For real.
You think you can defeat me just because you can withstand a couple bullets? I may not look like much, but I am a male demon of the Yukimura clan.
Couldn't give less of a shit. Because of you, Kondo is injured. No matter what happens, I'm dragging you down to hell with me. Oh.
I'd like to see you try then.
Kaoru grinned maliciously as he unsheathed his katana, and then... Okita rushed for Kaoru in a hot-headed outburst. Ooh. It was as if a demon had possessed him. As I was watching from the side, I found it hard to move a muscle. Eventually, Okita had his sword smacked from his hands. Damn, he sheathed it again.
See? I told you it would be difficult. You've underestimated me.
Ugh. Okita gritted his teeth. Then, from afar, there was the sound of whistles.
It appears as though we have some troublemakers who would like to join us. I suppose we can save this for later. Hopefully next time you put up more of a fight.
Wait! Okita attempted to run after Kaoru, but the latter had already dissolved into the darkness without a trace. As the adrenaline from his fight seemed to wane, Okita fell to the floor on his knees. Okita, take my arm! Let's go back to the magistrate! I picked up Okita's sword, which had been lying on the ground, and I handed it back to him. Then... Can you not? He angrily yanked the sword from my hands. Then he pointed the sword, which was coated in a thick, wet layer of blood, towards me. Okita? If you would have just stayed out of my way, I wouldn't have been shot up so badly. Then I would have been able to avenge Kondo. How dare you get in my way? Oh. I was shivering from fear as Okita seethed bitterly at me. He was right. Had I not been there, Okita could have potentially killed Kaoru. After tomorrow, don't you ever show your face to me ever again. If you know what's good for you, you'll make sure to sleep at night, like Hijikata and Hajime. But you're in my way, and you have the same face as the person I could have killed tonight. Next time you come near me, I'll kill you. This isn't a joke, and it isn't a threat. I don't give a shit what Hijikata or anyone else says. I promise you, I will kill you. Now that I knew the kind of person that Okita was, I knew just how serious his words were as he made this promise to me. Okita turned to walk away, keeping his blood-drenched blade in hand. He walked unsteadily and disappeared into the night. Kaoru, just moments before, had disappeared. I should have said this to you a lot sooner. Wonder why it took me so long to get there. His voice was so low that it felt as if the wind had carried his words into my ear. My spirit felt shattered. I crumbled to the floor. I couldn't even bring myself to run after him as he drifted further and further from me. For Okita, his top priority was to avenge Kondo. This made me nothing but a burden to him. It was painful to acknowledge, but I felt it. Okita. If you eventually fulfill your wish, would that bring you true happiness at the end of it all? No, it would not. Unfortunately, he's a hot-headed broken boy. Ah. So that's where the credits roll from there. Interesting. You don't get that final chapter. Whew. That cut me to the quick, though. Wow. I kinda have a feeling these unrequited love endings are gonna be the worst for me. I'd rather have taken the bullets. It would have been less painful. Yee. Well, we hacked up. But we hacked up on purpose, so I guess you can't really call that a hack up. Good thing we were in full bloom with that boy before. Got onto his good side. Broke his shell a little bit. But I really do want to know what's going on with him and Kondo. There's an interesting story there. I need to hear it. Such love and devotion. Also, I wonder what his sister's like. So many questions. Oh, I think the credits are actually longer for the bad ending than the good ending. How strange. He's a pretty scary guy, though. The funny thing is, he did better in that fight than when he took all the bullets for us. I don't understand how that's possible. But, I mean, good job, man. You did it. You even fought my brother for a bit, so that was kind of cool. Is there any after credits for this, or is it just... You messed up. Try again. Fiend. Notice that the cherry blossom tree is rather lackluster in the blossom area this time around. I did look at the warrior record before I started this too, and it said, so low romance is 50? I guess anything above that counts as high romance? I wonder what would have happened if you had picked those options with high romance. Would it not have affected it any? I just don't know. Okay, no after credits thing for that. Well, that was extremely painful. Let's do a bad ending, why don't we? I guess I'll see you there, guys. Until then, see you later.